Hello. I took a while to set this up. I don't know why I had a bit on my mind. But here we go. Oh, I screenshotted the NFT, so unfortunate. Anyways, I sent that. Check one more time to be sure. Again, he's played this game before. He could pick it up. Surprise stream, not really, since I told him I would stream. But anyway, so let me just make sure that everything's good. I don't like it when... Oh, shoot. Sorry, anyways, I don't like it when, this is in, you know, this is in, dark gray, because I feel as if its default position should be light gray, but it's in dark gray, and that's a bit, but... whatever. I turned the music up last time, so yes, -17 should be good anyways. I think all the settings are good. It's streaming. Hello there, folks. Welcome. Yep, okay. So there we go. Let me just get this set up on my phone and I'll be good to go. Again, its default mode is for that to be colored light gray, but again, it doesn't matter. It's a little weird when that happens. Like when you click away from an app and it's still got this blue ring around it, this blue highlight, I guess you could say. It's like, okay, does it matter? No. But why is it there? It wasn't there before. It can function without it there. Why is it there? I don't know, but maybe it's just me. Perhaps I have OCD. It's possible. I won't say I do, but it's possible. Oh yeah, I forgot we were still... I thought we had already went into the typhoon. Okay, well, doesn't matter. We'll go in there and then we'll see, well, I wonder who it could possibly be. I wonder who wears those dreads.
Damn it!
But my wound hasn't completely healed yet. Don't make me run too much. It was your decision to run, man.
Hey.
Is Ibuki inside here? I'm pretty sure Hajime's caught on to her being the one dead, but, everyone else hasn't. The only way to know is to go inside and confirm. Oh, no. Well, maybe not. If that hanged body is really Ibuki, well, it probably is. So yeah, he has caught on, but he's still doubting it, which I suppose is the natural instinct when someone has died. I clench my teeth and reach my hand toward the door. It's locked? Huh? What the heck? Why is it locked? Yeah, good question. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I was able to go through here just a few minutes ago. Well, I have to bust the door down, I guess. But then, why not try from the other entrance?
Nope.
This is the only entrance to the music venue. There isn't even a window we can go through. But why is it locked? I don't understand it myself, but
Let's go.
If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's going to be possible. Of the four of us, two of us are girls, you know.
It's got nothing to do with you.
It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Well, I mean, one of us is a very short boy. The other is an even shorter boy. So, I mean, we're not equal per se, but we're not that off.
Damn right.
Let's go. We'll charge at the same time. Ready, set, go. At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charged into the door at full force. Bam. Oh, the door moved. Maybe it'll open easily after all.
Yep.
Yeah, even with two girls here.
Let's go.
Alright, one more time. At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charged into the door one more time. Slam. It was like a live performance that just ended. The moment of silence just before the audience breaks out in thunderous applause. And a few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. Oh yeah. I suspected it'd be from her. I don't know who else it'd be from. Oh, what? No. No. Dang. Crap. I didn't do all the free time events. There wasn't just a hanged body. You're kidding me. I can't pinpoint Chiaki hair color still to this day. Yeah. I always figured it was like a discolored white. Which, okay, that's very vague because technically speaking, any really, really light color is just a discolored white anyway, but like... still, you know, I feel like that's probably the best way to describe it because, you know, if you can't pinpoint the color, might as well just say, oh, it's an off-white. But I don't know what that off is. Is it a blue? Is it a off pink? Is there some tan in it? But yeah, anyways, I mean, I didn't actually expect this. I will admit that. It's unfortunate because she was literally just to show you my frustration. Like, okay, report card. See, look at all. Her and her are on equal footing, right? But I was gonna do all of hers, right? And you know, try and figure out what her problem was. But I guess I'll never know. I can always do it in free time mode, but that's gonna be months from now. There was also another body, a suspended body belonging to Hiyoko. Yeah. Oh, it could be anyone else by Harper's logic. I'm also gonna start showing the stream on my phone now because, like, usually I don't have it running on there, but I might as well. If anything goes wrong, I'll be watching it, you know.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
We do a little trolling, Kodaka, apparently. Oh, and there are 2 announcements.
Now then!
Of course. This happened in the last game, too. I think it was even in the 3rd chapter that there were 2 dead people. 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means, I don't know if... I think there were also 2 announcements in the last game. I'm pretty sure, yeah. The hanged body with a hemp bag on its head. Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. Roughly. But what is this?
What?
Hiyoko and... Who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
Could it be 2 victims? Okay. Name a body that is not Ibuki that would look like that, who's still alive. Because, you know, you might argue that Peko, if she undid her hair and dyed it, would look like that. But she's dead, right? And a bunch of other people are dead. I mean, who else is there? Like, we've got 2 of the girls here. And we know Hiyoko is dead, so we've got a significant portion of the girls dead. Can't possibly be Akane because of skin color. Like, who else could this be? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. Maybe she was killed within that time. Only saw the hanged body over there. But not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? Maybe it was just out of your field of view, possibly. It's just Mysterio from Spider-Man, of course. But what is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up, idiot. You know, I never thought about this. Why does she sweat? Why does this happen?
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. She looks kind of weird in the sprite, doesn't she? Like, you showed me concept art of her before, and she looked more like this than she did, you know, in her other face-forward sprites. It's kind of odd. Leaving it just like that is too sad. Yeah, we gotta investigate it, don't we? But what about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn it!
Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. I see. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take out the hemp bag, okay? And it will be... Ibuki. It was the only girl. With dreads? You're kidding me. Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Yeah. How can Monomuma sweat or cry? TF? It is... Well, I mean... programmed water droplets, you know? Under the hemp bag, there was denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki.
Damn it!
Damn it! It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You know, it might actually be your fault, but I won't say it is. But it might actually be. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Geez, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up. The root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone.
Ah! Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here? Ibuki and Hiyoko?
What?
So 2 people have been killed. Whoa there. That's not all. I've also summoned the others who are at the hospital. Oh, no, that's not good. The others.
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. They seem to be almost back to normal. Nagito, Akane, are you okay? Well, I guess he disagrees, but I don't know, they're not...
Huh?
Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey!
Over? Yeah, because I got bored. Oh, what the... We thought that was going to be serious. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. Well, it's possible. Maybe it shouldn't be. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Here!
Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file! See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again?
Cannot be.
We have to do this again? We've got 6 chapters. We're only on the 3rd.
Silence.
We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these 2, then we cannot let this be. Last time it was, how did it go? Celeste manipulated Hifumi into killing, what the hell is it, Taka, right? And then, but Celeste ended up killing Hifumi after Taka, was it, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was after Taka was discovered. I had this strange feeling that maybe, for some reason, maybe Hifumi was discovered before Taka, but obviously Hifumi was faking, or maybe it was Taka before, but Hifumi was discovered at the same time, but he was still faking. It was a whole confusing string of events, and it wasn't the best trial in the world, but yeah, the last time there were 2 killers, but one of the killers was killed themselves, so... I doubt they'd repeat it beat for beat this time. I'm just trying to remember the last time 2 people were dead, how it went. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn it!
If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Oh, she seems... Okay, is that... Well, if it's not from the disease, she's probably genuinely crying, which would make sense. Huh?
That's weird.
That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. Okay, so is this an after effect? Or is it actually nothing to worry about? Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Is this part of the disease, or does he actually have nothing to worry about? I don't know.
This is bad.
Since the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe?
Give it to me.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone was focused on investigating, so I must do my very best. So he's still alive?
Alrighty.
Alrighty, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. No. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you.
Um,
Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. Again. I just dropped my earbud, but yeah, chapter 3. We still got 3 chapters left. Can't believe I keep dropping this earbud, man. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. You feel like they'd be somewhat used to this by now. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while, but why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. Well, they're not that bad. I mean, I don't know. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so, Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's sweatheringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Well, is that going to be important later? There are 2 victims this time. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. I mean, look, I wish I could be glad that Hiyoko is dead. I usually would be, but again, I was trying to figure out what her deal was and maybe empathize with her better. So, like, now I'm actually just saddened, you know? And she was still a human being, a terrible human being, but a human being nonetheless. I don't know. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool, and then she was tied up. It appears her death was instant. What the... is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Well, Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I didn't necessarily know how Hiyoko died, but it's kind of obvious how Ibuki died. She was hanged. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right?
So...
I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I mean, it could have been a person per person. I mean, that was kind of the way it was in the last game, except, again, there were 3 people as opposed to 4, but maybe it was still only 3 people this time, but again, I don't know why they would repeat that whole plot thread again. I don't know. They're probably a bit tired by this point. I don't know. I'm just increasing the audio a bit more. I feel like the music can be louder still. Alright. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
I'll definitely find the truth behind this case. I thought she was going to say it verbatim, but no, I still had to read it. That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Don't care. Okay, body first. No, stage first, I guess. Okay, stage, then I can inspect the body. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? Well, it's blood. I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty, with blood. It's blood, right? Yes, blood. But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Okay. Did Ibuki kill somebody? Again, if they followed that same plot thread again, that'd be kind of tired, but whatever.
Damn right.
Here, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag, though. Yeah, besides her hair and her body weight and size, proportions, skin tone, you know, all that other stuff besides the face that helps identify a person. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. Oh, well, you're very observant.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. Okay.
Well...
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. Again... But if Ibuki killed her, why would it only be splashed on her feet? What if she was hanged and then... Okay, but then... It still doesn't make any sense because then Hiyoko would have to be killed under her, right? So that blood would splash on her feet. And then there would be a puddle beneath her. But there's no puddle beneath where she's hanging, right? So they would have had to have cleaned off the puddle, but not bothered with her shoes. And why would they even bother cleaning off the blood puddle in the first place? Just to confuse people? Just to have fun with it? Like, this series of it, I mean, I'm sure it'll be logically explained, which is the part I always like about trials, but so far it's a bit confusing. It's probably the intention. I should know when Ibuki died, because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing on the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Oh, right, and she killed herself, so I mean, it's like... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? Yeah, but you have to understand, she was... What disease did Ibuki have again? Well, no, I know, I understand that, right? She was persuaded to kill herself, right? She was so easily persuadable that someone told her to go there and kill herself. But again, where did the blood come from? And why did it splash only on her feet? I don't get it. No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Again, yeah, and same person or two people. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? The hemp bag, upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. Was that? No. That wasn't what was being sold. Like, that wasn't what you had to buy as opposed to watching the movie, was it? It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. I remember there was that? I don't think that was placed in our Truth Bullets menu, was it? No. I know there was something we bought, something like that, so we got out of watching the film. I don't think it was this bag. Was it a bag? I honestly forgot. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. Well, how do you know? The regular length of rope, man, come on. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Someone could have bought it at the store and brought it here. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? It means anybody could have obtained this rope, but it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if it's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I wanted to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope wouldn't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. She could have been persuaded to have bought the rope, right? Thing is, was she persuaded once they got here, or persuaded once they were in the hospital? Was someone in the hospital who told her to do all these things? Because again, she had the gullible disease. She did whatever anyone told her. So if someone in the hospital, let's just say hypothetically it had to be in the hospital, would have had to have either been, obviously it can't be Hajime because he's a main character. It would have had to have either been Nagito. He's also a main character, so that's unlikely. Or Mikan. I mean, she's 60% sane. And, I'm actually forgetting his name. Oh my god. Fuyuhiko. Right. Why did I forget his name? But that's if it was done in the hospital. I don't know. I'm just thinking about this before any of it happens. So, I'm just saying, if I get, like, a mostly accurate picture of the case before I even go into the trial should be a breeze, and this sort of thing can be fun. Rope use for hanging has been added to the Truth Quote section of your handbook, and the sad thing is that you have to take into the account that characters you like are possibly going to be, Did I already investigate the rope? I'm pretty sure I did. Well, yeah, I know they brought up the rope, but, like, did that come from Ibuki's body or from the hemp bag? I don't know. Yeah, it came from the rope, didn't it? I'm just saying, like, you have to accept the fact that sometimes a character you like will have to be the killer. It's unfortunate, but, yeah. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage, so I have to accept Mikan as a possibility, unfortunately. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but because I mean, I would have had to have accepted Celeste as a possibility last time, and Chihiro as a possibility for being killed. So there's no reason why that shouldn't apply here, right? So Mikan has to be a potential choice, sadly. They didn't need to bother using candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. I feel they were being creative with it. Candle has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Now, can we narrow it down because they were being creative about it? Like, is it in Mikan's nature or in Fuyuhiko's nature to not be creative about things, and therefore we can be less suspicious of them? Or does it not matter? Like, do people completely change their personalities when they have to kill people? Because if that's the case, then, I mean, you know, you shouldn't even think about that sort of thing. Now that ladder, there's blood on the ladder too, I can see it from here. The step ladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the step ladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Yeah, cause, I mean, the truth of the matter is that, like, because in the last game, Celeste was pretending to be someone completely different, right? And obviously her true colors showed when it came to the murder, so, like, should we even really use personality as an element here? Probably not. Isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's... The way she said C is really, really adorable. Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, what were her feet dipped in... Okay. It would make sense if she got blood in the ladder, but it would only make sense in footprints, so I'm assuming it wasn't on her feet before stepping on it. It must be Hyoko's blood, right? So whoever killed Hyoko, like, her throat was spurting blood everywhere.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A blood stain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? I don't know. Stepladder header has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. Do you think Sherlock would be able to do this? Or are Danganronpa games made illogically enough that Sherlock wouldn't be able to figure this out? Because I think they add a certain amount of illogical stuff just to make it harder. If it were all completely logical, I feel as if it would just... I don't know. A person could really... like, a real-life Sherlock could literally figure it out if it were entirely... if it entirely made sense, but at some point they kind of have to make it almost random. Yoko's body is suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. He's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Did she... She stood upright. Did she stand upright on the ladder? Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied on the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? If the Danganronpa equivalent to Sherlock Holmes' Kyoko Ultimate Detective can solve a case on her own, if she fully tried, then so can Sherlock. Well, you have to understand, from the outside, like, let's picture Sherlock in real life. Not in Danganronpa, but Sherlock in real life, right? Is a game really made to be exactly how it would go in real life, right? Because Sherlock's talent lies in the ability to figure out the most likely scenario and, like, feed out all the other illogical ones, right? But in a game, you don't have to do that. In a game, you can make it completely random and then link it all together. So there's really no reason that a Sherlock, if he existed in real life playing this game, would be able to figure it out just by sitting there and thinking about it. Because he'd have to not only take in the most logical possibilities, but also the intentions of the writer, right? I have no doubt that inside the game, that he'd be able to figure it out. But you have to understand, a game and real life are not exactly the same. Like, maybe this course of events would never happen in real life if such a murder were to occur. So I'm asking, if I had Sherlock Holmes right here, would he be able to solve this? And I'm debating that because, you know, maybe this isn't the course of events that would actually happen in real life, because that's where he specializes. He doesn't specialize in a game or writing this sort of thing. Well, Sherlock is a genius, so there's like a 75% chance. But well, I have no doubt that he could figure it out more likely than me. It's just that, you know, he has to take into account these other variables, like the writer is trying to make it surprising and trying to make it confusing, so he can't just make it as logical as possible. So I can't completely think about this the normal way. When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. Right. Okay, so I was thinking for a sec, maybe it wasn't in our field of view, but if we could really see the pillar too, then she would have had to have been killed after we first saw the body. So that's a pretty short period of time to kill a person. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. This been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. And they had the time to dishevel the robe and tie her there and slit her throat. And when we come back, she's already, well, okay, I get it's instant, but a person's choking there for a while until they finally die. So it's like, Jesus. But that was barely 10 minutes. Yeah. Speedy. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Okay, who? If everyone's here and no one's covered in blood, then, I mean, you'd think anyone who would slit her throat would be covered in blood. It's like, I mean, if the only person who wasn't here was Nekomaru, then isn't he kind of suspicious? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Yeah. Everyone, well, yeah, but again, like, someone would have to change really, really fast. Like, Pekka was able to do it speedily because she just dumped water on herself and made the excuse that she was swimming, but, like, other people would have to wash themselves off, dry themselves off, and get a new outfit, an identical outfit, which I guess everyone has, like, 10 of those anyway, and, you know, try and explain what they were doing.
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? I've got all the time in the world. No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all. But there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. Please don't say stuff like that. So, I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Well, someone had to do it for the last game, except I'm sure they were of age.
Huh?
That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Yeah, she's not going to call me ham hands. Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane! Yeah, she'll do it.
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful
Now
thing.
then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape, binding Kyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
Weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight, I can't really reach with my hand. Wait, hold on.
Yo.
Key. Where's the key lead to? Nagito out of context. Nagito in prison. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
It looks different than the keys to the cottage. This must be the key to her motel room. The key to her motel room, huh? Why is it stashed in there? If her key was so deep inside her kimono, that'd be hard to remove. It's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Okay. Should we use it to go into her room, or is there anything we can find there? I mean, I'm sure she was told to come here via letter or something.
Hey.
Also, it's not that I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. The key to unlocking your Twitter account, bro. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a sec. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
See?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they're trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after his throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Well, not me, but... Yeah. Yeah. Right. Again, I have to be objective here. I can totally understand why it would have been Mikan, right? And she's the nurse, right? I mean, think about it. I mean, she was terrified of blood, right? And maybe if she were so terrified of blood, she'd immediately faint upon seeing it. Maybe, you know, she wouldn't even bother with this. But you have to understand that as a nurse, it's her natural instinct to heal a wound rather than to cause one. So if she had to cause one, why would anyone else wrap it up later, right? And it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit in here, so there's your problem. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air on the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now, that should cool things off a little. Okay, but why is that important? Alright, let's talk to Chiaki. The hidden mount. Oh, yeah, those. If you see any while I'm, like, going somewhere else, just tell me. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. I think she's sad. Dirty?
Hey.
See, take a close look at the floor. Oh, she looks solemn. I don't know why she looks so solemn.
See?
There's a smear of blood. If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep.
Let me just check to see if... Yeah, okay. I think the music is quiet enough. Sorry, I had to check it because I figured this of all the music is pretty loud, but nah, it's good. All right. Well, there's a blood stain. Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Yoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
Still.
The first Monokuma can be found off to the right side in the movie theater's lobby. I think I already found that one. I'll check again in case I didn't, but I'm quite sure when I went into the lobby I got that one, so yeah. Another is in an Electric Avenue if we have already been there. I think I've already been there. Just keep telling me which the ones are, and I think I'll recognize the one that I haven't been to. So yeah. Rather, what's strange? I think there's one missing in the front, like in the front of the row, you know? So should be more than that, but I feel like that's worthy to note, that if you look at my collection, there's one missing from the far left side where they would usually start. So if you know where that would be, then that helps. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off, right? The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off the bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Smudge. Okay, well, if there was really a smudge on the floor, then that would make it understandable why Ibuki would have those footsteps. Like have blood on her footsteps, you know, like she would smear the floor with her feet. But we didn't see that in the... We didn't see blood on her feet in the footage, so it's confusing. I think... what was the button for... Oh, there we go, Y. Okay, there's still a curtain check out, and in this area there's... Okay, there's still a piano and a curtain. Go to the end of the hallway in the hospital and turn right. The third Monokuma is directly across from the stairs. Yeah, I haven't been there. I haven't been there for sure, but I'm quite sure I've been to the theater and to the... I've been to the Electric Avenue and the theater. It's possible I missed the Monokumas, but I have been there. And I'm quite sure I have the Monokumas from there, though. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw... It had a dim candlelight ambiance to it. It didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have...
See, so you noticed too, fiend. Noticed? So you didn't notice. Are those eyes just little glass balls? It's always safe to check them. Right. But still, I'm quite sure I have those. Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you noticed that apparent item? Look at the baton lighting. Oh, you mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. Was this some sort of weird ritual? So you finally noticed. You know, Gundam, you're the one into rituals. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There's no need.
Go, my 4 dark
Mirage,
devas
Golden
of
Hawk, Jumpy.
destruction.
Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark divas of destruction. Once you can go up the stairs in the hospital, you'll find the 4th Monokuma in the conference room. I see a hamster. I'm sure I have to go to the hospital while searching through this. I have just a couple minutes left, but yeah. I'll stream for as long as I can. I've already taken a shower, but obviously there's still, yeah, business. Hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running around the slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow.
This is amazing. I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. Nonsense. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt. This is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright. Well, where else did I have this? I had to search back here, and I think beyond that I'm good. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain is not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket, so someone was trying to be creative with this, or do some sort of ritual. I'm just saying, Gundam's really into that sort of thing, but maybe that's just a red herring. There we go. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at a supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this is probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Well, of course not. Music venue curtain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. You know, it's funny to think, like, Hajime has to think of this from the perspective as someone who knew the person who was killed, but, like, when Phoenix Wright in Ace Attorney is investigating something, he never knew the person. And when Sherlock Holmes is investigating something, he never knew the person. If Layton investigates a murder, he never knew the person. Like, so many people, besides the main characters of Danganronpa, are just able to look at this from a complete outsider's view and just not care about anything. Like, could you imagine how many biases that eliminates? It's kind of amazing to think about. I think that's it. I don't know, if it's not it, it'll say that I can't move yet, but I have a very good feeling that, yeah, that's all there is to it. Alright, but there is a broken machine on the outside. Not sure quite how much. Maybe I suppose I should probably ask Mikon about the autopsy, and there's his staff-only room, so... The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. That was there to film this.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too,
Kazuichi put it in the
real
music venue for
causality.
communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. Then why did they do that?
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Surveillance camera unit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alrighty then. Let's see. If I can't go back here, it'll tell me I can't. There's a door that says staff only. It looks like the inside of a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Okay, but I can go in there, so. Alright, so what's back here? Well, Nagito, but... let's see, what all can I investigate? A fair amount of stuff. What are these things? Stickers. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It looks like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? Probably. Maybe not. Probably. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of this wallpaper, on this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Oh, I'm sure that was the black sheet on there, but why would they leave the black sheet there as the thing? Like, what's the point of that? And there's a mirror. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check on how you look. I'm Nagito. Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Kyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is special, huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. Or is he making perfect sense? By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. If you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really, you might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy. I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why. I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. After you said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Okay. Movie theater. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? I think that was a potential motivation. I guess that's everyone's important. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Alright. Nagito cardboard cutout and body pillow, please, Santa. No. I'm Santa, I say no. Anyways, I'm gonna have to, I have like about 4 minutes before I go to bed. Since I already showered, I will just have to brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I'll be good. But I think, like, there's no use going to the movie theater only to start investigating. I feel like if I'm done or about done here, that's probably the best course of action. So I'm gonna end this stream right here. I don't quite have a schedule for this, but I feel like so long as I do it at least once a week. Yeah, good stream, fella, thanks. If I do it at least once a week, I'm not gonna be angry, but I'll try and aim for 2-3 a week, right? Because there will be some times where I'm washing dishes and I have other stuff planned, and then that gets in the way. But really, I mean, usually I have enough free time where I can spare an hour, and I think, you know, once a week is better than never. But I think twice a week, probably 2 or 3 times a week, I think that's a good option. But once you get to 4 times a week, you know, it's like, say, every school day, then 5 times a week. That's most days. 5 out of 7, that's like 70%. And 6 out of 7, that's almost all days. And 7 out of 7, like, that's never going to happen. Honestly, like, I mean, I'll say I'll do it every day and then something comes up and then I'll be angry about it. Like it's not a good deal. But I'd say aiming for 2 to 3 is good, and not crying if it ends up being 1. But yeah, I'll try and aim for that. And yeah, Excelsior.